To expand on a topic that I talked about in my intro video about how I'm the technical director and co-host for LoudPipes Podcast, I figured I'd give a video to talk about what the podcast is and more details about that, and something that maybe you guys might find interesting to check out while you're out riding and want some different audio other than music to listen to, and people talking about motorcycles and what's happening in the motorcycle world, or reviews of what it is. So the podcast started back in 2014 by my good buddy Rich, and he was working with a guy, Rico, and they found out that they had a passion of motorcycles and wanted to share it with others. So they started talking about starting a podcast, and that's what they did. The first one was released on September 11, 2014, and now here we are in 2017. We're up to episode 79, and we have tried to focus the podcast to go out weekly. Sometimes it's very hard with scheduling to do that every week, and the major thing on the podcast is not to look at a website and review what somebody else has reviewed a bike and then critique that, or look at a picture and critique it. We want to get out there and experience it and give you, everybody, our views of it, and we've done a lot of those topics across the show. We've done the new Milwaukee 8, we've done motorcycles, we've done Ducati, we've ridden Indians. Rich and Rico got to ride the Livewire motorcycle when it was at a demo in Charlotte. In late 2014, Rich started talking to me about coming on the show as helping him out as a background person to do fact checking and finding out if everything was right, what they were talking about, and if they need some quick research on something, I could be in the back end doing it real quick and get that information to those guys. And that role has expanded over the years, and more of a co-host as well. And it really came true on the Atlanta trip when I broke the news about the buying a Spider. So now, since I now ride, I also have the experience of being a rider as well and being out in the world, and I see a lot of the things they have talked about, and I never really had experience. So that's really cool to have, and I think that's for sure. And as you can tell, going back, Rich rides a Harley, Rico rides an Indian Roadmaster, and has ridden sport bike, and I'm on a Spider. So we have a wide variety of opinions on different bikes and different experiences on the bikes. And I think that makes the show really cool because we love all bikes. And that really shows at one of the events that we love to go to every year, and that's the Barber Vintage Fest down in Birmingham, Alabama. That is the coolest event to go to. It's not a rally. It's people that love motorcycles, all motorcycles. And that's something came out from Justin Webster from J. Webster Design. We got to interview him, and that's something he brought up about the Barber event and the passion. And we met Justin last year at Barber with he had a tent and showing off his CB750 that he custom designed for a customer, and it was a really cool bike. And then later, we were watching Wrench Against the Machine TV show, and we saw episode 4, and Justin was on it, and his team designed a Suzuki GS550 and changed it in from the regular bike to the regular street bike into a chopper, 70 type chopper. It was really cool to see. Great information from that show. And then another cool person we've had on the show was Fashionista with an Iron Butt. And from her name, she has done the 1,000. From her name, you can tell Iron Butt. She's done the 1,000, the 1,500 challenge, and now this year she's planning to do the Coast to Coast 50, leaving out of Jacksonville, Florida, going to San Diego. And it's going to be really cool to see her do it. And she loves long distance riding and does a lot of reviews for women apparel, and really cool chick. And we met her at Barber last year. Another cool chick that we met was Erin Shaw from Jekyll and Hyde Exhaust, and she's the vice president for North America, and had a cool time with her interviewing. Rico met her at an Indian demo day, and what's cool about their exhaust is they have a aircraft valve inside the exhaust to quiet it down and open it up before it be loud. and that's more or less for Europe because there's sound laws in Europe. And just to kind of talk about what she is, she's about 6 foot, 120 pounds, I think. And she rides a Hayabusa 1000. I mean, and she's got some cool stories. We've got a YouTube video up there of her talking about her riding the bike and going to get some sport tour bikes. It's pretty cool. And then we've had Greg from Two Brothers Racing come on and talk about what the exhaust system they offer and what other they offer to the community. In fact, he's the account manager for Harley, and I met him at the Capital City Bike Fest here in Raleigh, North Carolina last year, and got him to come on the show. We've had Lee from Motorcycle, and in fact, Rico got to take a test ride with him this past year at Harley. We've had Alex from Instant Ride, which is an app that's really cool on your phone. It tracks your miles, where you've ridden, and it has the ability to detect if you crash and notify your contacts that you've crashed and send them GPS locations so they can find you. It's kind of neat because it's automatic. It doesn't have to be like a spot trace that you have to hit a button to send a signal out to people. And then when Victory closed down, we reached out to Lloyd at Lloyd's Motorworks to come on and talk about what he does for the Performance Park for Victory and what he may be doing, and maybe move it over to the Indian line and stuff. That's a lot of what we do on the show. Some of the events we've done, as I talked about, we've done Easy Rider here in Charlotte twice, and I said I did the Capital City Bike Fest, which I'm planning again this year. We've done Barber Vintage Fest. We've done that twice, and we're planning on going back again this year. That's kind of our staple event. We really enjoy that event. Listen to what it has to offer. We've been twice, and we haven't even covered it. We haven't made it over to the dirt side where they have vintage dirt bikes and some of the Japanese model bikes. Vintage, so there's a big swap meet. Really cool, a lot of cool people. And then the last little piece I'll cover is what we do for patrons to support our show. Rich is very big in a value for value model. He believes in giving back to our listeners, not just saying, okay, thanks for your money, we're going to continue on the show. We give something back. We have 3 levels. We have the $1, $5, $10 level. You know, the $1 level, you get an extra recording. After each show, we kind of keep the recording going and release that out raw, which is pretty neat. We're just talking about the show or other things that we need to talk about topic-wise that we need to get in the chat. And then the next one is really cool. We have a social media app that we give listener or patrons access to, that can have 24/7 access to not just us but other patrons that support us, and it's really cool. We nicknamed it the Riders of LoudPipes, and you know we hope one day that we can put together and have a big ride with these guys. But I mean, you motor bloggers know how it is. We've moto nobodies that I hang out with. We've now going to be doing the third ride. We have third ride coming up this year, and then there's a big Hoop Nanny one that's coming up with Bronco Riders doing a big one in July here in North Carolina. I don't know the numbers. I know on our the Facebook page there's up to like 60. You know, we continue on. More back to the podcast, and then the last level is a $10 level. We call it the barbershop level, where we plan to send you a swag pack every year from swag that we hand out at Barber. Last year we did koozie, keychains, stickers. It was pretty cool. I think we also did a t-shirt at that level too. We sent the guy a t-shirt that we had designed for that event. And that was more done by my wife, Natalie, and she is our graphics person. And another cool idea that we're working on this year, that I'm working on in my court, is to do a personal photo site to allow supporters to view pictures that we've taken from the event, and then also allow them to put their own photos. And I know there's other stuff obviously that allow you to do this well. We want control. So that's what the LoudPipes Podcast is. The other thing to note, maybe on this thing, is since a little feeder was, while editing the video for this, I realized I left out a lot of things. And I decided to, well, since I do more talk about the podcast, let me use my audio equipment and do a voiceover. So this whole episode is about a voiceover, which you probably can tell. I'm not sure if you have or not, but I have watched a couple videos of it. I'm not a big fan of it. That's my opinion. I think it should be done undivided, raw, but there's so much that I sometimes just can't remember what they were talking about. And I want to make sure I get all the details right. So, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think about the voiceover. You know, is it cool to do every once in a while, or don't do it at all? You know, what do you guys think? So, all right. So everybody, be safe, ride careful, watch out.